What's up, Richard? Tim is here. Now, Apple Plus has put out some pretty good shows that came out this year. Like, I feel like Apple has been killing it in the TV business in recent years since they can went out. But here is my official top 10 favorite Apple shows of the year. All right, coming in at number 10 is the recent season of the Morning Show. I know the Morning Show this season, well, not as strong as the other seasons. I know this season was pretty decent. Really, I know Greg Lee was really good on this one. Of course, seeing Jeremy Irons, Mary Kay TR on the season was pretty decent. Not bad, not bad season to say the least. All right. Coming in at number 9 is a show called Smoke. Now, Smoke, of course, stars Taron Egerton. Of course, we're like a investigator who teams up with like a police detective, and they race to stop two arsonists, ignite a twisted game of secrets and suspicion. Johnny Smollett's really great on this. You of course got Taron Egerton, Greg Kinnear, John Leguizamo. Really interesting series. Good performances here. Really interesting series. Where we're gonna go. Number 8 is Murderbot. Murderbot is a really decent sci-fi show starring Alexander Skarsgård. Of course, about a rogue security robot who, of course, secretly gains free will here. And Alexander Skarsgård definitely, he of course just got a Critics' Choice Award nomination for Best Actor in a Comedy Series. Well deserved there. He did play the part really well. Of course, you do got like David Tamakla was also in this as well. Some other fun cast of characters. Sabrina Wu was also in this. It's such a really good show. If you guys have really cool effects, showcase that what we're going to be getting in pretty soon because, yeah, robots are going to be taking over the world soon. So, yeah. Number 7 is Dope Thief. Dope Thief, of course, stars Brian Tyree Henry, Wagner Moore, who was just in the Secret Agent and last year's Civil War. Dope Thief is a really interesting series about two lifelong friends in Philadelphia who pose as DEA agents to rob small-time drug dealers here. And the chemistry with Brian Tyree Henry and Wagner is terrific. Of course, Marin Ireland's great, Nessa Cooper. It is a really interesting show. Great performances here. Highly recommend that one. All right, number 6 is Government Cheese. Government Cheese, of course, stars David Aiello, who of course plays this guy who's released from prison, and he lives like and his long way of family reunion doesn't quite go as it's planned, and he of course returns, spins their worlds into chaos here and there. David Aiello is terrific in this part. Of course, you got some other interesting cast of characters like Simone Missick, from like from Luke Cage fame. She's great. Of course, Bokeem Woodbine's great in this as well. It is a really interesting series if you guys have seen that. All right. Coming in at number 5 is a limited series, I should say, or a docuseries, Mr. Scorsese, which is, of course, a docuseries about the great Martin Scorsese. It is a really interesting series. Really quite like the fascinating look of Martin Scorsese live here. Hearing interviews by the likes of Daniel Day-Lewis, De Niro, many others. It really showcased how great Scorsese is, and he is one of the best. Number 4 is Severance Season 2. People will probably have this as number 1. I actually like Severance. I don't love it as most people do, to be honest, yeah. But I know Season 2 was a really strong season. Adam Scott was great. Of course, interesting. Like, I really think Britt Lauer definitely is probably going to get some I could easily see her getting a Golden Globe win. She did actually win an Emmy this year. Well deserved there. She's great. I thought the season was a really excellent one, so definitely looking forward to see season 3, which that won't come out till 2027. So there's that. Number 3 is Stick. Stick is, of course, a golf comedy series starring Owen Wilson, who, of course, plays like this, once great golfer, who, of course, decides to mentor like this young spirit golfer played by Peter Dagger. And of course you got like Judy Greer, Lila Kay is also, she like plays the one that Peter Dagger's character ends span with. And Lily Kay really steals lots of scenes. She definitely is terrific. Mark Maron's great. Timothy Oliphant. It is a really decent show about the look of God. Owen Wilson is great. It is a really good show there. Number 2 is Your Friends and Neighbors. Your Friends and Neighbors is a really nice little show. Of course, you got Jon Hamm. You do got like Amanda Peet, Olivia Munn. Of course, like where this this of course a guy played by Jon Hamm, who's like a financial titan, suddenly finds himself like divorced and jobless, and he starts robbing his wealthy neighbors here to say a vote. Jon Hamm is terrific. Corbin Burst is also in this as well. Has some interesting dramatic stuff in it, some interesting humor throughout. Olivia Munn is, of course, again, terrific throughout. Amanda Peet's great. If you guys have not seen it, give it a go. Amy Carell is also amazing as well. Really decent show there. Of course, season 2 is coming out in, I believe, April. So, can't wait to see that one. And let's be real, the number 1 best show Apple put out this year is none other than The Studio. The Studio is excellent. This week I will be doing my top 10 favorite new shows of the year. Spoiler, The Studio will be on that list. It's excellent. If you guys have not been watching The Studio, it's one of the best. Like, I think, The Studio and Shrinking are 2 of the best shows Apple put out. It is so hilarious, The Studio, man. I mean, of course, you got Seth Rogen, Ike Barinholtz is great, Chase Warners is terrific. Love lots of the guest stars from like Martin Scorsese to Bryan Cranston. Zoe Kravitz was hilarious in her part. Like so many great celebrities in this. It's hard to really keep count. It's just such a good one. I mean, it's terrific, hilarious at times. Come on, I now want to see a Kool-Aid movie. Come on, who will love to see a Kool-Aid movie, So, yeah, if you guys have not been watching The Studio, do yourself a favor, go watch it. There is season 2, but they haven't really... According to Seth Rogen, season 2 won't begin filming sometime next year. So I don't think we're going to get season 2 until, 2027, unfortunately. So, that's unfortunate there. But, hey, whenever this comes out, it'll definitely be my anticipated returning show that year. So, yeah, but that's pretty much it there. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, The Morning Show Season 4. 9, Smoke. 8, Murderbot. 7, Dope Thief. 6, Government Cheese. 5, Mr. Scorsese. 4, Severance Season 2. 3, Stick. Number 2 is Your Friends and Neighbors. And number 1 is The Studio. Now, I could have, speaking of Seth Rogen, I could have also included Platonic Season 2. Season 2 isn't as good as the first season, but I thought it was okay. Season 3 is, of course, coming there, too. Let's see, what else we got here? There's some not-so-great ones. I tried checking out that Chief of War with Jason Momoa. Didn't care for that one. But they've done some other really good stuff. I think 2026 is going to be a better year for them. They got the returning of Shrinking coming out. They also got some other, that new Elle Fanning show sounds interesting. So, again, next week I will be talking about the Apple shows coming out next in 2026, so keep your eye out for that one. But let me let you guys, what are some of your favorite Apple Plus shows of the year? Drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simon Steiner.